In just 3 days and a tight budget, I transformed my home into a beautiful event space, and I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. Last Monday, I got a call from Manny. He has helped me so much with putting up the outdoor lights to doing the stepping stones. He's helped me in the pantry to create like shelves in the pantry. He helped me with a blackboard. He's helped me with the Eagleston hollies. I mean, he has done a lot for my YouTube channel. And he came to me last Monday and he said, "Hey, Cynthia, my fiance and I finally got everything ready so that we get married. We asked for the weekend off. We got it. I mean, everything is just lining up perfectly. We were able to get a pastor, the whole thing." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds so cool." He's like, "Yeah, I would love it if we could have the wedding at your place." And I was like, "Yeah, that's totally doable. When is the wedding?" And he was like, "Saturday." I only really have Thursday and Friday to pull all of this off. Whoa. Now it all makes sense why I was so stressed out. But I pulled it off and I want to share all about that. By the way, these things I was putting away are these keepsakes that I found. I got to tell you about those too. I don't know if you have ever found yourself in this predicament or if you ever will, but I do know that there's a couple of reasons why I was able to pull this off. My initial thought was, let me call my friend Sally, who hosts all kinds of parties, and I know for a fact that she has some really cool stuff that I could use. This stuff was so helpful to have, but also I learned what I could have in my home that I could like purchase and have it ready for the next time I have a get together. Initially wanted to have the wedding back here. I thought that would have been beautiful, but I was afraid that the weather wasn't going to cooperate, so I had to have a plan B just in case. And I'm so glad that I did. Now, this table from World Market that I purchased, oh gosh, like 6 years ago, I really love it. When I have parties, I can extend it. So if you don't have an extended table, you might want to consider that just in case you have shenanigans like I do. And I started moving the sofas because I thought I better have everything ready inside just in case. And I did set it up inside. I moved everything around and had it ready. And I'm so glad I did because while the weather was pretty nice most of the time, there was a little bit of cloudiness and some wind. And we got good photos and a good time. But I am so glad that really I had it all together for indoors. My baby girl just called me and said her car won't start. It is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am so behind. My daughter's over there crying. She missed school. She blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to calm her down. And I'm trying to clean this little toy that my cat, Zoe, gave me because she does that shit. Oh my gosh. Something else that is super useful is fine china. And I am hearing that it is coming back, and that is music to my ears. I love a good table setting. Now, I also have these commonware Corelle dishware. Gosh, if you break things all the time, this is awesome. These clear ones that also go with everything. And so those are like always can bail you out of anything. The same with these salads and so forth. But I do like blue, and I have blue a lot in my home. If you watch any of my videos, you'll notice like blue is my thing. And I even have like this Williams Sonoma set and an antique set that I use. But I also go as far as having this blue and white set from the Dollar Tree. Like, no shame here. All right, all right. We're finally getting to the fun stuff. Over the years, I've learned that it's these little things, the details, that makes all the difference for how awesome it can look. So this is how you get creative with napkins, the decor, the little accent pieces, and then this, my little thrift find. I spent about $5 on these baggies with tissues, candy, and a coaster shaped in a heart. And then also I got the champagne glasses for the couple so they could toast. My friend Sally let me borrow a whole bunch of things. With that were a whole set of this that are trays and different cake stands. This one in particular, you can find on Amazon, and I'm going to put links to something like this that you can use at home. That would be a really good idea to have. All of it has little screws. The reason I like these is because you can easily store them. I've never really had risers myself until I started doing this more often, but when I looked at the construction of these are so easy that I'm going to make an entire video about risers. But I can easily make a long one right here and make this one rise if I want to. I can also do different square ones and just different levels that I can do, because the length of the legs is what's going to matter. She also lent me little lights. I myself had these. I have 4 of them, and I use them consistently with different decor. I mix and match my metals all the time. I also have like little tea light sets, right, that I can use. And so this ones are neutrals. They go very well with a lot of things. I also have blue and white ones that I use all the time. And then I have clear ones. I also got these. They're just candles that have glass that are so safe. Other essential thing that you could have is having greenery. Now, I like natural greenery, and I've even done where in Thanksgiving I grabbed some greenery from a tree outdoors. My friend helped me actually, and we put it in and it looked gorgeous. You could purchase some basic greenery like eucalyptus. I have this one right here, and they could be easily used, to kind of fill in different spots, different areas during the time of year that I can't go grab them outdoors. My friend Maria is amazing at this. Actually, she has done this professionally, and she actually helped me to even make the space more elevated. I mean, you should see the type of stuff she does. If you take a close look, those coasters that are heart-shaped came in the little keepsake bags that I found at the thrift store. I do have a nice storage area in my attic, and when I see something on sale, like I did at the Hobby Lobby, I grab a whole bunch of stuff. I think I paid, I don't know, a couple bucks for these. Which brings me to these arches. Now, these arches are definitely not the basics. These are definitely extra items that really would elevate your space. So I wrapped the greenery that I had all around them with the lights and softened them up. And then I was able to use them for the actual wedding ceremony. Here's a cool idea. I didn't love it for the wedding because I thought it wasn't elegant enough, but you can take a rope and just tie a whole bunch of ribbon and make a backdrop. So this would be great for a baby shower or a small child's birthday or something like that. That would be really fun. But for the wedding, I thought that this wasn't going to really work for me. I actually untied some of the ribbons and I used them for the chairs instead and embellished them because it's all about the details. I also want to share something else with you. I went to the Dollar Tree. As you can see, I have several Dollar Tree items, but I found these acrylic glass little vases. One little hack that you can use for flowers is going to Sam's Club. Most of you probably in the US have Sam's Club or Costco. They're pretty comparable as far as prices. I think I think they were 15 for 15, and then at Costco they were 18 for, they were just similar, but they're well priced for $1.25. And these are probably plastic, not acrylic. I've got baby's breath. Woo! In total, I believe I spent about $30 with flowers, and the baby's breath were about $5 for the little bouquet. So I just cut them up and went ahead and went every other and filled them in and put the water in there, and it was so easy. And I still had plenty of flowers to make a couple more arrangements, plus little vases that also had baby's breath in them. Take a look here. I'm filming this part after the wedding part has already passed, and I've already repurposed this. My little table with a bunny is ready for Easter, and I love it. I also made a mock-up of like maybe for Valentine's. You can change the roses to a totally different color. You can find these on Amazon as well. I will put a link below to acrylic ones that you can use that are actually one piece and they're longer. I happen to like these because the way we did them is we split like 3 and 3. You could do 2, 2, and 2. You could do some here, some there. I mean, that's where your imagination really can shine. It's also nice to have lanterns at home because they can definitely help you shift the mood. I'm over here recording and reflecting on the whole weekend experience. And I think that where I went wrong is I tried to do too much myself. I love DIYs, we know that. But I think that I overdid it with the food. So I'm going to suggest that you get really familiar with the catering companies around you, the restaurants around you, where you could easily pick up the phone and order food. Don't get me wrong, I did a good job with the salads the night before, and I saved a lot of money getting stuff from Sam's Club. But where I really messed up is trying to cook the day of. I tried to make a pasta because it was called Marry Me Pasta, and it was easy to make, but I found myself making it at 11:30 in the morning, and the wedding was at 1. So I didn't give myself enough leeway to actually get ready. And I remember like almost being frantic within the last hour and a half before 1 o'clock. So between 11:30 and 1 o'clock was chaotic because I was still cooking. And that was a little crazy, actually, very crazy. If you can't make it the night before, you should not be cooking the day of whatsoever. I'm not going to do that again. Well, at least I did order the cake from Publix, which has really good cakes. And then I did create this giant sign on the giant chalkboard that Manny actually helped me build. So I thought that was very appropriate. If you want to watch a video on this, I will go ahead and post the link in the description box below.
I never knew love could be so healing. I never thought I could learn to feel. But when we're standing side by side, well, there's no darkness left to hide. And I know that I'm falling so fast for you, right into your arms. And I just wanna love you well with all that I am. So I give you my heart.
And remember that you can always create bliss at home and in your life.